everybody. So it's like something past 7 in the morning Saturday. I'm going back to Banyan Tree to work out with my girls and with a guy if he'll come. So we have a boot camp on the beach, which is always nice. It's quite different intensity when you're working out on the beach because you don't have stable ground underneath. So all these micro muscles are working and you not even think about them. So if you have ever chance to work out on the beach, take your routine, bodyweight routine, take it with you and just try it, challenge yourself with something new. And also I want to talk about veganism, right? Most of you know that I'm vegan for about 10.5 years now. That means I do not eat any meat, any fish, non-dairy products, no eggs, no honey. I do not wear silk, leather, wool, any kind of these kind of things. And my main reason why I went vegan was just pure compassion towards the animals. Honestly, when I was 18 years old, I thought like I could never give up meat, I could never give up my Wiener Schnitzel. It was just too good. But that was the only reason that I didn't give up meat. It was basically I did not see animals behind the meat. I did not see the animals behind the cheese and all the suffering they have to go through. I just saw the packaged meat steak or sausages, whatever. I did not see anything behind that reason. And then just suddenly one day came. I also started to meditate, and I was introduced into the meditation method called Kuan Yin. And of course, if you want to successfully meditate, you just have to also practice compassion, right? So I stopped meat and fish right away. From one day to another, I just stopped. And I immediately felt better. Of course, I had obstacles, especially with my family. They didn't understand. They thought I'm gonna get sick. I'm not gonna get enough proteins, and my hair will fall off, my skin will get worse, and so on. What happened actually was that I lost weight. I was struggling to lose weight, for quite a long time, but then it just went off. I didn't even exercise at that time. I was doing maybe just jogging. That's how I started. But basically, I didn't do much, and the kilos just dropped. And then soon I also stopped eating eggs. I couldn't go vegan right away, and I was vegetarian like 2 years before I went vegan, but I couldn't go vegan right away because I was so attached to the taste of the cheese. Not so much of the milk because I never consumed milk, just cheese and these products connected with cheesy taste like pizza. Wow, it still got me sometimes, especially here when I cannot find vegan cheese. It's so hard. Well, anyway, but I've never felt better, so the first reason why I went vegan was of course purely because of compassionate style. So I saw how the animals are treated in the farms. They are not treated nicely. They suffer a lot. They don't have even normal conditions to live in. They are packed in small places. Even for the chickens, they're like, that's terrible. I'm sure you've seen a lot of videos about that, but come on, you have to have a little bit of sustainable way of living, bio that, bio this, you have to preserve the environment. But the main reason why we are facing the climate change is animal farming. This is the main reason, especially the cattle. They produce so much waste, so much methane is released into the air, and it's like the most poisonous gas. It's even more poison than CO2, right? And the transportation is actually not so bad, but as methane, So, and also cutting down the rainforests, and just the cattle to be raised there, or just to grow crops for the cattle to eat. And we are just shrinking the rainforest, and rainforests are so important for keeping the balance in the nature, right? If we're gonna keep on doing that, we're gonna destroy the natural balance of the earth, of the moving, of everything, right? And then we have to also consider a lot of water that goes into the cattle raising, a lot of food that goes into the cattle raising. All this food, all these crops that we are growing, we could feed the hungry people. We could feed them. They're starving all over the world, not just in Africa, but they're starving all over the world. And electricity and everything that's connected, it could just vanish like this. The same thing goes for the fishing industry. Like, we are fishing in such a massive amounts now that we are destroying the flora and the fauna in the sea as well. It's like some places in the sea, in the world, they are just completely out of fish. But people will say, I'm on the island, I understand a lot of people say, you know what, but fishing was always here, people always made money out of fishing, they always eat fish, blah blah blah, here and there. Yes, of course they did, but they did not fish in millions fish per day. They caught maybe like 10 fish. One person caught they caught like 10 fish, and that was just to feed a family and maybe a small circle of the friends. But not like a million fish per day, and destroying poor little animals. Fish cannot reproduce so fast that you can maintain the balance in the sea. And even the sea is actually very, very polluted in these days. So I would question also about the health reason, right? Because people say, it's like fish is so healthy, blah blah blah. Well, it's not so true. But anyway, so there's a lot of things, and also eating eggs and all that. Why is the biggest problem I'm not eating eggs? First of all, it has some negative energy. So if you see also the witchcrafts, right? They always use eggs in their voodoo stuff, whatever they're doing. But the main reason is, when the baby chicks are born, right? Only the females survive and go into the next circle. All the male baby chicks, they are smashed into the machines. They will roll them and they kill them. And also they cut their, I don't know what's called in English this. They cut that off as well, so that they cannot bite each other. And they're in small tiny cages. They cannot even breathe. It's like, it's unbelievable what is happening right now, but you just have to open your eyes. I know people are afraid, like, okay, you cannot put my beliefs into my system, but it's not about putting your beliefs, it's about surviving of this planet. We want to live in a very nice environment, peaceful environment. We have to have a compassion. You have to practice love towards everybody, not just towards the human beings, but towards the animals, right? If you love, let's say, if you love your dog unconditionally, why can't you love a cow? I repeat, what's the bloody difference? I'm sorry. Or you can compare this to slavery. Yes, you can. Or you can compare this to apartheid. Yes, you can. It's like discrimination amongst the animals as well. Like you love your dog and your cat and hamster or whatever you're having, but you cannot feel the same passion towards little chicken or towards a pig or towards, I don't know, sheep or whatever you or cow or whatever we are eating, right? You just have to see it. You just have to see it. Open your eyes and see it, you know? Sometimes I'm quiet, but I shouldn't be quiet anymore, you know? It's like serious matter. And it just makes me sad, really, sometimes. And I cannot help it, you know? I'm just like that. And you will feel automatically better when you don't consume these processed things and artificial flavors they put inside and all that, you know? So I've given you a lot of reasons to think about it now. And you know, animals were anyway created here to color the world, to be our friends, you know, to give us something, because they are like, they love unconditionally. As you can see with your dog as well, he will love you unconditionally. Even if you scold him a million times, he will forget next few minutes. He will forget. He will come to you wagging his tail, being so happy, you know? Sometimes we just have to look into this behavior that they can have, like compassion behavior, you know? And you just have to keep on doing that at the same time. Oh my god, what a gorgeous scenery. I love driving to the south. It makes me feel much better. It would be much better world if you would put your ego beside you and not inside you anymore, you know, and say, hey, yeah, we should love all the animals. They didn't do anything to us, you know. One thing I want to ask you: how many of you would still buy your meat in the shop if there would be like the whole animal, like, I don't know, the whole baby pig there lying, or you know, the baby cow, whatever, with their eyes and all that, you know? How many of you would you really buy that thing, you know? Or you would have to kill your own animal. I know some of the people, they still killing the pleasure or something. I don't know what's the pleasure of killing somebody, you know? It's disgusting. Face the truth and be brave. I know a lot of you, they might want to go to vegan, you know, but you're not going because of society. What the society will think of me? Oh, they're gonna laugh at me and so on. Yeah, well, but then you can be a sheep in the crowd, you know. If you want to be sheep, but if you want to step out, you know, make a difference, make a change in the world, you can do it. It's up to you. You can do it. You know, you just have to be strong, tell the truth, be brave, you know. God will love you a million times more for that. I can guarantee you. Thank you for listening to me. If you listen so far till